What's going on YouTube? Mr. Ferguson here once again. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We're out at the project lawn this Wednesday. When you're watching it, it's actually, obviously I'm filming it before Wednesday. We're here on Sunday. So I have an opportunity to check out the grass and give you guys an update of the lawn and what we're gonna do really fast on this video. I'm just gonna go ahead, instead of saving this video, we're just gonna put it out to you and then we'll give you the update down the road, but it'll make sense here in a second. Let me turn the camera around. I haven't showed you the project lawn in a while. And just to give you a brief reminder of what we last did, we put down the Jonathan Green Magical Plus to adjust our pH. It is super duper low. We're trying to raise it up. So we put that application down around the 1st of March. We also did Jonathan Green, Vera Green. It has dithiopyr in it to prevent crabgrass, and so let's see if it prevented crabgrass. And then we did Ornamic 170 because this is a lawn that has a lot of Bermuda in it. Plus I'm seeing outlier weeds that are growing up, but I'm not sure identifying wise what they are. And so we did Ornamic 170, which is basically a light version of Fusilade 2. It will help with Bermuda grass, but also it should help with crabgrass. It helps with quack or goosegrass, things of that nature. So anyways, with that said, let's turn the camera around, show you the project lawn, and then we'll talk about what we're going to try to achieve today. Well, I have to tell you guys, I just the project lawn, it's like, oh, man, it has definitely been a project. The difficult part I'm learning about this is because I can't get up here. It is a 20-minute drive one way, to get up here and back. So you're talking about an hour just to get here and then do what you got to do. And so with my schedule, it's very difficult. But anyways, you can see it looks like we're dealing with rust in here as well, or some type of die-off or fungus. This doesn't look like rust. This looks more like it's just suffering from lack of a good pH. That's what I'm gathering. And that would be mainly the bluegrass. It seems like this was a very green and lush section right here. I don't know because of foot traffic if it's getting stomped or what. But there are these outlier weeds or grasses that I was telling you about right there. If you're at level, you can see it is inches and inches above the normal turf. So number one, the stunning effect of the Ornamic 170, if it did anything, it is worn off. Here's that patch of green again. You got patches like this that are doing well, that are a green patch that is just thick and lush and looks pretty decent. We want the whole lawn to look like that, but it just doesn't. And so we have these outlier weeds. We also have some, looks like wild onions that are now popping up here, and some wild grasses right here. And well, I don't even know what this is. Okay, it's just something that's blown in the lawn. I told you guys how windy it's been, but you got these outlier grasses that I don't know what they are. So I'm not sure how to attack them. That almost looks like, to me, that looks like a Kentucky 31 grass type of fescue of some sort, but I'm not sure. And so if you've got any weed identification apps on your phone or websites, please put them in the comments. We got some weeds coming up right here, so it looks like maybe the dithiopyr is wearing off. But also, if you guys recall, I was having spreader issues when we put down the Jonathan Green Vera Green. I had that Scots that was giving me trouble. I had to hand throw out a lot of it. So this doesn't surprise me. I don't want this to represent, well, Jonathan Green's product sucks. I don't think that's fair to say that, because when I'm hand throwing things out and you see this area, it's very difficult to get by human hand. The spreader broke on me, so that's why I think we've got clovers here. We need to clean up some more weeds. And again, it's just whatever this thing is, I don't know what that is. Let me know in the comments if you have an idea. So all in all, it just looks gross. It just looks but I think it's got a lot to do with our pH, and that's what we're going to talk about today. And so you got POA everywhere. This would be a strong candidate of a lawn for the Velocity PM, honestly. I'm trying to do short video updates on Instagram, so if you guys are interested, follow me there. But it's just like this is going to be a bigger project than my home, because clearly we had at least tried some Scots and things before. We got big weeds. Look at this big old guy. I mean, it's pretty, but it needs to die and it needs to go away. So we need to clean up some weeds. We're gonna have to do a 2,4-D application out here. Now you can see we're getting into the latter parts of May, and some of this Poa annua that we've talked about is starting to die off, which is a good sign. But and we've gotten lots of rain, and so the discolorization of some of the good grass concerns me, because I'm not sure. That almost looks like a rust or a fungus type right there. Specifically, this guy right here. And we've been talking about fungus on my lawn lately, but you can see right there on that blade, it seems like that's a lesion, and it also looks like maybe it's slight colors of, now I don't see spores on that thing, but it looks like it's signs with all the water we've had, and maybe lesions are starting to show up, and the lawn is under some, all the wetness maybe, and this is one of the wetter parts, so that don't surprise me. So we may need to look at, actually we do need to talk with the church quickly and maybe see if they can purchase propiconazole and some azoxystrobin to do preventative app here soon. I would, that's going to be my recommendation. It'll depend on what the church wants to do there. We may go with the Scott's Disease X. That may be a cheaper thing for the church. We'll do exactly what we talked about the last video. Go Scott's Disease X and go the Bio Advanced hose and sprayer. And then over here, I mean, we've got growth. It's growing. It's not, but all the good grass don't seem to be growing. We've got a lot of weeds that have now broken through our Jonathan Green because of our broken spreader, and it looks like some of the weeds are popped up. We got all this which we can clean up. This is not Poa annua. This is some sort of I don't know, if I had to look at it, I want to say this looks like a chickweed. And that's just a guess. I have no idea what chickweed looks like, but again, identifying, and this looks like maybe some crabgrass has slipped through right here, possibly, but it looks like it did get injured from the Ornamic 170. Let me know your comments on that as well. So we've got just a wild mess, man. This is difficult to manage when it's not your lawn. You don't see it every day. You come out here and you're like, oh crap. So it looks like, in my assessment, and you guys correct me in the comments below if you agree, number one, we're going to do a soil test today. We've not put nitrogen down. I've been waiting because I don't want to skew the readings. So we're going to pull plugs with the soil test today. We're going to send that off. We're going to give you the results. Where is our pH now? I think based on what we're seeing, we're still not even at 6. I think we're still low. It's time to throw down more lime and more Jonathan Green Magical Plus. It's time for that second application to get it into the soil. We've just got to mix. And then we need to do some weed cleanup. This is not terrible. This is not the end of the world. This is a work in progress. Now, some of you, and please, and I didn't even think about this in the beginning, if I'm like, this lawn looks like crap, it looks terrible, and you're like, wow, that looks better than my lawn. Please don't take it as me criticizing your lawn, your work. Again, it's very difficult when I'm not up here all the time. We are up here twice a week, but so much going on, right? So let me go over here to the bench and we'll conclude this real brief Wednesday video. So when Yard Mastery had a sale, I went ahead and purchased this. So this is one of mine that I'm just going to do for the church. But a Yard Mastery soil kit, if you are totally unfamiliar with it, this is what it looks like when we open it up. And I don't want to use my code. I don't want anybody stealing my code. So your registration number is here for the barcode. This is how you register your kit. And then it gives you the instructions on the inside of how to do it. When you get your sample completed, you're going to send it back in this envelope. And basically all we're going to do is use our probe over here. Use our probe. We're going to get as deep as we can. Again, this hasn't been aerated. We've turned the dirt over, but we're going to aerate in the fall, so it's going to be difficult. But I purchased the lawn Yard Mastery probe, either from them or for Pete, one of the two. This is what it looks like. We want to get as deep as we can. We're going to take that soil that comes out of it, and we're going to throw it in this plastic bag, this baggie, mix it all up from all the different sections of this lawn. And then as soon as we pick out all the sticks and all the rocks and everything that's going to be in it, we're going to then fill up our jar here, if you will. Fill it up all the way to the top, put the top on, stick it in our envelope here and put it in the mail, and we're done. That's it. Mail it off. Then we will get online our results. We'll have to look it up and probably need to register an account for the church. So all in all, a quick update. We're looking rough. We're looking really rough. Secondly, I can already tell we haven't even hit the heat yet. and we've got browning and discolorization, and we've had lots of rain. This bluegrass is not going to make it, and with the pressure of the water here at the church, it's not going to make it. So likely all this bluegrass is going to die out. It's going to thin out this lawn, which is fine. We know that's going to happen. We're trying to make it look as best we can to fall. That's kind of where I'm at now in my mission statement, my goal. So we may look at something instead of using that Blue Panther that Jonathan Green sent over. I don't think I'm going to sow that here in this lawn. I don't think it's just going to make it. I mean, it may look good for the fall, may look good for the early spring, but as soon as we get here, we just don't have the water pressure to be able to maintain it. And we don't have irrigation. So we may look at something like a Jonathan Green Black Beauty, or no, we'll talk about that later. I think just going tall fescue alone is going to be better. Maybe even their heavy foot traffic, because I'm noticing a lot of people in basketball, when we do Easter egg events, people are walking all over the grass. They love to walk in it. And it's like, "Arr!" But that's a public church property, right? So we may look at their heavy foot traffic blend and put that down. We'll discuss that over the summer, but I'm going to pull soil plugs after church today. So wanted to show you this. If you're interested, we'll link this below. If you're interested in Yard Mastery soil test, you got to know where you are to be able to go forward, to be able to change things, right? You don't know what to put down if you don't know where you are and what your dirt is telling you. So we've got to know, hey dirt, where are you? Did the Magical Plus move the needle any? Do we need to do we need, how many treatments do we need? Is it not the pH? Has the pH risen and we're good? It's something else. It looks like we need to prevent fungus. We don't want it to wipe out the good grass until, all the way to fall. We want to keep the mature grass, if we can, going into fall. So hope this has been interesting. Comment below your thoughts. If you know what these outlier weeds are that's popping up, I'm very curious to know, because I don't have a clue. I've never seen this. It's like wild grasses of some sort, but I don't know what type. So if you have an idea, let me know. We haven't put any straw or hayseed in here, so I don't feel like it's barnyard grass, but it could very well be barnyard grass. I'm not sure. So comment below. We're looking rough over here, but this is the project. This is supposed to represent mini lawns in America. How am I going to go about it? I'm doing my best with what skills I've learned to put it to the test to see if we can transform this dirt, get our dirt right so that our plant looks good. And it is definitely a process. So keep me encouraged, because it's not looking great. I'm ready for the POA to go, and then maybe we can go from there. So God bless you guys. Hope you enjoy this Wednesday video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoy it. And we'll hopefully see you on Friday back on my lawn with another lawn care video. God bless you guys.